I've been in catch up mode. I've been watching that what is this, Shangri-La Frontier, something like that. The the new
Um,
VR, that VR anime.
Now I know exactly what you were talking about. Like the guy with
I've
the
been
bird
catch
head, correct?
yeah, my guy.
Yeah, I'm never gonna forget Birdhead. That sounds real crazy out loud, but I'm not gonna forget him. Um, so I watched a couple. Okay, and
Okay.
I did watch. Please put them on Takemine-san.
Hmm.
Uh, Let me just start with that one. I'm not gonna hold you. So she every time she takes off underwear, a bra or a panty, she pretty much uh she goes back in time and can change like things.
Okay.
Like not back in time by a lot, but enough to kind of like fix certain things. Like it's really interesting to but no one can see her doing it. Okay, so let me just get the first episode out the way. There are titties, like bare titties. There's no censor. Like, do not watch the show. Like, if you like, why if you live with your parents, like, and I'm not judging you if you do. This is not the compute. This is not the show to watch with your computer and the door to your back. This is not that show. Okay, I watched it alone, and I lived with my husband, and I was still like, I feel like some type of freako. Like I I didn't like it. I don't watch it on the big TV downstairs. Let's just say that. That's a laptop only anime. Unless you live alone. Okay.
Hmm.
Um it is not for public consumption. Anybody who's going to the library or going to do watch stuff on other people's computers, please. Okay. So what it is that like the main character, the man, is like the guy, he's like an average but okay kid. Like he's like used to bad grades, real normal kid. He's not like
Hmm.
heavily bullied. He's just like a little normie for real, like so he's eating lunch in the storage room or whatever, just kind of chilling. And like she comes in and puts a bra on, but because he saw her bare titties, he's able to like to see her actual power. So it's mad
Uh-huh.
strange. So he sees her bare titties, he's like, Jesus has blessed me today. And like go about his business, right? He didn't know she was in there, she didn't know he was in there. It wasn't even on no pervert type deal.
Right.
So then they get to class and he realizes he got a higher test on his a higher grade on his test, and he like, huh, lucky day. And then like the girl, she's like a genius. She's top of her school, valedictorian type. You know the type. She's class
Yeah.
president, all that kind of stuff. And she notices she got like a 92 or something, and like she's known for getting 100s. So they like,
Hmm.
she didn't get a 100 this first time. That's crazy. And she's like, is that so? And the teacher's like, I mean, it's bound to happen every once in a while. She like, I think you made a mistake. He like, even Homer had to bow his head. He little, he little like, all right, bitch. Like he took that a little
Right.
personal. So while he's looking down at his test, he notices she's taking her panties off in class, and he like, in front of everybody, can't nobody see her taking her drawers off? Like, I mean, just bare ass, and he is just shaking. Like
Poor guy.
he's not even like perverted. Like he just like, can't nobody else see her taking her drawers off? Like dead ass.
Right.
And then
Anybody. Somebody gonna say something?
right. So time resets and they're calling him again to get his test. And he like, I knew it was a dream. Ain't no way I did good on this test. And it's the same score. He like, okay. And then she goes up and he's like, you had like, instead of having a 92, she's got 100 now. And he like,
Hmm.
that's weird. So when he confronts her about it, she like, you saw me take my panties off, ain't you? And he like, I mean, and she like, you want to know why you can see this power? And he like, I not. She like, cause you saw my titties. Where was you at when you saw my titties? And he was like, I don't. You know what? Like she's literally answering the questions before he could ask them. So it's like, yes, it's like an erotic like anime, but it's also really funny. Like it like actually really deeply makes me laugh. I'm not gonna hold you. So I'm ready to watch the second episode. The first episode had me like she like bullies him by the way too into becoming her personal closet because when she takes the underwear off, they disappear. Like poof,
Ah,
gone forever. So
mhm.
she's like, since you know my power, you're gonna be my closet. And he was like, nah, I'm good. You know what? I don't need that kind of life. I'm gonna forget what I saw. And she like, oh word. And then she makes it look like he tried to attack her. So everybody busts. She like screams real loud, busts the room, his hand on her bare titty,
Mm.
and everybody like, what the fuck, you creepo? And he like, what? No, no, like, and she like, he attacked me. I mean, covered the whole nine. And she like, I bet you wish this would all go away, don't you? I bet you wish this would all go the fuck away. And he like, uh-huh. She like, mm-hmm. You'll be my closet. And he like, yeah. She like, all right. And she like take her panties off again and reset everything. Like she like, yep. So now
Poor
you'll have
guy.
underwear, like panties and drawers on you from all points in your bag. Like, and she believes she's just chosen for this. That's the best part of all of it. She's like, I'm like the best ever, so I've been chosen for this clearly to be amazing. And she figured it out in like fifth grade or something. So she's just been, I'm like, what is your panty budget? Like, what? How many drawers and bras have you bought? Like it's so funny because no one else can see it either. Like, honestly, I think it's worth the watch. It's funny as hell to me.
What's
It's
the
worth
name
the
of it?
watch. Just please put them on Takemine-san. You can watch it on
Okay.
Crunchyroll. So I watched I watched that. I had watched what else did I watch? Okay, new season of Fire Force came out. I did
Yeah,
watch that.
I watched the first episode of that.
I was very excited. That was good. I watched the first episode of Black Butler, the new season. What else did I watch? This one's called Kowloon Generic Romance, and you think it's gonna be
Hmm.
generic after the first episode, but you realize that the main characters in the first episode, by the way, I'm only going over the first episode, guys. That they're married but don't remember each other. Like at some point they were fiancés, and
Mm.
but like he's like he like kisses her and he like up wrong person, and she like wrong person, and finds a picture of them two together, and it's like, were we married? What's happening? And so I don't know where we're going from there, but I'm very excited to find out. Like, let's see. Can a boy and a girl friendship survive? That show is it's kind of what you think it is. It's your run of the real mill romance. I thought it was cute. They really about a guy and a girl that become like best friends, and it's clear that he has a crush on somebody else, and he makes jewelry and wants to sell
Oh,
it. So
nice.
people, yeah,
Shout out
so
to
people
him and
really
his
like
jewelry.
that one. Yeah, like she helps him sell it because he's like a terrible salesman. What else did I
Mm.
watch that was interesting? The first episode of season two of Windbreaker. Okay,
Oh yeah, I've been
straight
meaning to
hands,
watch that.
straight hands, all episodes, straight hands. Okay,
That's what I like to hear.
okay. I watched the second episode too, straight hands. Okay, we're still putting hands on people because if you remember at
That's
the
what I
end of the
like to
first
hear.
season, he was like, you got to come with me. He was like, my friend, he got beat up, he's taken, he by the other gang, and it was like,
Yeah,
oh, we coming anyway. Fuck what you said. So now they in a
yeah.
warehouse getting busy. Like,
Oh,
yeah, straight hands. Like, I don't want to give away the plot of like that part. So you guys kind of, I will say, due to the opening theme, it seems like there's going to be like some loss or maybe some like disconnect between him and the others. He was already the fish out of water type vibe.
mm-hmm.
So I don't know where we're going with that one. I watched the beginning after the end. This dude is reincarnated and pretty much becomes like it's the same old story. Reincarnated, prodigy child, magical powers at an early age, surprising his parents, like type vibes. I will say it's not like the other ones where he can like talk as like an infant. Like he still has to go through his natural like certain things like as an infant he still can't talk, he still needs to be burped, he still needs to But like as it's going on, we're in episode 2 and he's already toddler young boy area. Like could be between the ages of like 3 and 6, because like it's like back in like
Okay.
no man's time where grades don't exist or anything like that. So
Yeah.
if you like those kind of anime, that one's cool. I didn't mind it. Apocalypse Hotel, um, it's a slice of life. I thought it was going to be a little more dark, but it's
Mm-hmm.
actually about the planet. The Earth is something has happened to the Earth, and there's a lot of pollution, so all the humans have left, and these robots run this
Ah.
hotel and are trusted to run it by like their boss. Like the guy who runs the hotel is like, all the humans have left. I'll be back when humanity returns, but I need you guys to stay open for that day. And so
Mm-hmm.
over the years, humanity is like obviously they go out of commission and stuff, but they end up with their very first visitor, which looks like some type of like alien or something. So it's interesting. It's a little. If you guys are looking for a
Interesting.
good slice of
Interesting.
life, yeah, it's really. I didn't hate it. It took me a minute to get through. I will say it seemed a bit boring to me at first, but once I kind of like stopped being distracted, I liked it. There's another weird one too that I have to warn you all about because it's incest, but it's not incest. I just gotta
Mm.
like how do I describe it? It's like and I love that I'm like it's incest, but it's not incest. So pretty much it's a story about these siblings and they're all like here it is, the Shunji family children. They're all siblings and they believe they're all siblings that have been raised together, and on like
Mm-hmm.
the youngest kid's 15th birthday, the dad is like, you're all adopted except for the twins, you two are real siblings, like, but you're all adopted, do with that what you must. And so like because of that, like there's two brothers and like five sisters, and so like the
Mm-hmm.
oldest brother feels like they feel like romantic feelings towards each other, but they obviously push them away because they're under the guise that they are blood siblings. So they're like, this is weird, but we all live together. We just need to like separate up, you know?
Right.
But like now that they know that they're not blood siblings, except for the two that are twins, which is a boy and a girl, like now they're like, oh, we're free to go after who we love. Like it's really so if anyone's ever seen what is Brothers Conflict, it's those kind of vibes. So if you're interested
Okay.
in step siblings like trying to be with each other, I mean, I'm not gonna stop it. Like they're very much they're working their way through it. They're all like, this is weird. We were raised together. They didn't meet each other at 14 and 15. It's like one was adopted and they just keep popping up. But because they're all like 2 years apart, like no one has the memory
Yeah.
of being like, where did you
Not
come
a
from?
sibling. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like no one can remember any pregnancies because they're all like back to back to back. Which I mean is a good way to adopt them. Like, and
Yeah.
they're adopted as infants, so it's just like mom came home with a baby.
Uh,
Yeah, so it's really interesting. I watched Lazarus. I don't know if you've seen that yet. It's on
no.
Max. It's like done by Adult Swim. It's actually really interesting.
Okay.
Um, it gives Cowboy Bebop vibes. So
Mm.
it's like it's actually about this group called Lazarus, and there's this drug that this guy has put out, and it's supposed to be like a painkiller, but people found other effects for it, so they start taking it like crazy. And because of
Ah.
that, he pretty much decides at the drop of a hat, he's like, so yeah, it'll kill you in 30 days. So all like since so many people have been taking it, like all of humanity has 30 days left to live. Like so now like Lazarus needs to find this guy within 30 days. like,
Damn.
like it's really interesting, and the guy, like the main character, he likes to escape and shit. He's like serving a sentence of 888 years in prison.
Damn.
It's because he keeps escaping though. Like he originally only had 3 years to serve, but they keep adding on to a sentence every time he escapes. So he's escaped enough to get 888 years, like multiple life sentences. And you're thinking like that when he tells like his crime, you're thinking he's gonna be like, oh yeah, like I'm a murderer or something. No, this man's an escape artist through and through. Um, is that all that I watched? I think that's all that I currently watched. I got plans for other stuff like Guilty Gear and
Yeah,
like some
I
other ones, but
watched.
that's what I got into.
Yeah, I did watch the first episode of Fire Force, though. I did watch that,
Is it not
and
like it's about to get spectacular? I can feel it.
yeah, but I also had that moment of if she had that power, why she ain't do this before?
Listen,
Like, why go
you
through all
know,
that trouble that y'all went through before? But y'all could have
I
just ran up in there and
honestly,
took stuff over.
yeah, because I was like, wait a minute, like I was like, everybody's bowing. Oh no! when they saw eye patch go down, it was like, well. I was like,
Right?
yeah, we're
Yeah.
fucked. I was like,
I'm
we
like,
are
y'all could have did that
thoroughly
season
fucked.
one.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all-
Absolutely could. Absolutely could. And
but
I think there's something to be said about villains like waiting. It's got to be the ego. Like I don't know what it is. Like you monologuing instead of just pushing the button, like will
you know,
forever make me laugh. Like Frieza waiting for Goku to power up to cut him in half is crazy. Like 17 had the right idea. Like why would we wait for them to power up?
you know, he was
Like,
on. I mean, Goku did the same thing. You
you
know,
know,
Whis had to rewind time because Frieza blew everything up because Goku was
no
lollygagging.
for real. No for real. And it's the way that he reached out to Vegeta too. He like, look, now we both know you don't got no problem killing people. We both that we know. So
just do the job, and let's move
no for
on.
real. Very much Ice Cube. Find a supplier and get the dealer. Like dead ass. Like get in there, get the dealer. Like, and I love that for him. I was like, you know what, we, you know what? Actually, I saw a funny edit too where somebody had kind of talked about like how Weiss talks really nice and kind, but someone like grabbed him and he was like, "Unhand me!" Like his voice got like
Yeah.
real deep. Weiss is not one to be trifled with.
Oh
Okay.
no, he's definitely very strong. He's stronger than Beers.
See, and that's the thing. When I found out that he trained Beerus, I was like, I think y'all really think that man's soft out here. And that's
Right.
real crazy. Cause just because he likes sweets don't mean he's soft. Like
Because
at all.
Beers be telling him, don't get it twisted. This nigga
No
stronger than
for
me.
real. No for
Please
real.
don't.
Cause I think Beerus would
He's
be looking at him like, you know what?
he's
Like,
not the strong one here. He's not the weak one here.
absolutely not. Absolutely not. I think we should have more of that type of situation for real. I think that's all. I think the goofiest people are always the strongest ones in anime, though. I don't think I've
Yeah.
ever found like an OP super serious like character. Even Zoro is like
Has a
serious,
level
but
of
like
unseriousness
yeah,
to him.
absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. The fact that he's like the world's greatest swordsman, but like has no direction is it's still insane to me. I'll never not laugh at that.
No
Like,
sense of direction.
that really, like,
Quick
now
to
that I
get
think about it too, like, no, for real, just just walk off. Like, it's really crazy. I mean, don't get me wrong though. He locks in. He locks the fuck in when it's time. Like
Yeah,
during
yeah.
Water 7, when he like Zoro, they in our way, cut him, and he like, I like bad. Everybody like cut him. He like, yeah, move out the way. Zoro gonna cut him. He cut the whole
Ain't
damn
no
ship
thing. You ain't said nothing but a word. You ain't said nothing but a word.
every time, and it always
Niggas
makes me
confused. Why
laugh.
he so hyped to do it?
No, for real. Because every
Hey, he
trip he'd
was
be
too
like, you know
ready.
what? Absolutely, absolutely, locked and loaded. Actually, locked and loaded, and you know what? I love that for him. I want,
He
I want
was
that for Zoro. I need
he
him to
was
be.
too
I
ready.
always need him to be like that. Like, like honestly, I don't think I would like an MC that was, I don't know, too serious though. Like, I don't know. You know what? I like Vegeta. I like Vegeta, even though he's like mad serious.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't. Are there any that's too serious?
mm,
Uh, I can't think of none.
I was gonna say because even Yusuke, like Yusuke's fucking like goofy as hell. Like, like I was actually watching some funny edits of back when they
I,
did the
I guess
dub.
the dude from Big O.
Oh no, you know what? Because he had
You
his
really?
goofy moments. Roger,
Okay.
Roger had his
Okay.
goofy moments too. The android would pull it out of him. She would like she would be saying some
Yeah.
shit. And he would be like, "Why the fuck would you do that?" like,
That's not. You know that's not how that goes.
their energy was like law when he was on the ship with them, and they was talking about what they wanted to eat, and he was like bread. He was like, I don't like bread, and then he was like, why am I joining in on these fucking shenanigans? It's like that,
Why am I partaking in
like
this idiocracy?
no, for real. I think yeah, and Yusuke obviously he's a fucking he's non serious at all. Like honestly, his dub when like I didn't remember him actually calling. Oh my god, what was his name? He was like, "Hey, toddler bitch," and I was like, "Ooh, toddler bitch is crazy." What you- he was talking to
This nigga's
Koenma.
disrespectful.
80? So fucking disrespectful. oh, oh my goodness. Every time I think about Yusuke and the way that he get down, I'd be like, you know what? Hell yeah.
Nigga needed
Like when
his
he
ass
came
beat.
home, bruh, when he came up to his mom drunk in the first episode, he like, should you be at work or something? Or at least sober? Like, she like, when I was your age, I had already had you. I was like, ooh, teen parent. It's rough out here.
Hmm.
Like, oh, I wish I could have seen that man meet his father. Like, just to see what type of beatdown he would have gave him. Like, he would have been like, my mom ain't shit, but you really ain't shit. Like, and been fucking him up the whole time. Mm. Yeah, I would have loved that. I would have supported that fully. Ugh. Regardless,
And
what else
then
did you watch, or what have you been catching up on?
the I went. Hold on. I'm gonna look up the name so I don't. So when I butcher it, it's a little bit better than trying to butcher it off the top of my head.
Okay, fair. I support
Because that's
it.
all I was gonna do was just destroy that name they worked so hard on creating.
Not they worked so hard on it. The
Shangri
name
La
only get
Frontier. There we go.
okay. Yeah, Birdman. Right, Birdman. I got you.
Hmm. And I've also been watching an animated series on by Adult Swim called was it Common Side Effects?
Oh yeah, I think I've heard of that actually. Do you like it?
Yeah, yeah. Me and Frenchie watch it. It's one of our shows. We watch it when she's doing my hair.
Yeah, it looks really interesting. I just don't know how I feel about the art style.
Yeah, the art style is strange, but enjoyable experience nonetheless.
Fair enough.
But yeah,
Fair enough.
I've been catching up on that. And then after that, I was gonna focus on What was I moving on to?
Mm.
Did One Piece start back up again?
You know, I ain't seen that in a month of Sundays. I ain't even gonna hold you. I I had to take a break. There's too many specials. Can't do all those specials. I had other
Actually,
shit going
yeah,
on.
I don't think so. It's only 3 episodes. So, yeah, but then I was going to move over into the new stuff. Windbreaker, all
Okay.
that. None of the other shows I watched came back, like The Elusive Samurai. Waiting for that to come back.
Okay, Guilty Gear looks like it might be up your like Guilty Gear Strive Dual Rule.
Yeah, I was going to
That
check that out because I'm familiar with the fighting game. Even though I'm
need to
not a
be
fighting
Zero
big
X.
fighting game player, I'm tapped in on into what games they be playing, tapped into the community.
I would love a good fighting game. Like I haven't played them in a long time, but I love a good fighting game, high key. Like,
Um, the most one with the one with the highest regard right now is Street Fighter 6.
mm, I forget
Everyone
what
has
people like.
enjoyed that one.
I think what I didn't like is that like it got online and everything, and I'm not really interested in dealing with sweaty people
Mm-hmm.
like that. Like I'm one of those people
That's
that doesn't
fair.
mind fighting the computer or fighting like people at my house. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like
no, that
I don't really mind that.
I'm similar. I'm more of a casual fighting game player.
Like I play the story and then like unlock all the characters and fight too. Don't play with it. Like a good story mode, you got me.
Right.
Like this, it's actually a little sad how many time sinks you can probably. If you told me like this game is like 28 hours, I'm like I'm there. Give it to me.
Yeah.
I want
I'm
it
like, get it
all.
away from me.
I love a good
80
time
hour
sink. I
game.
was
No.
absolutely give it to me.
I'm
Good
I'm
gameplay,
never gonna
world
finish
building.
that game.
I'm never gonna finish it either, but I got shit to do. Like, oh my gosh, I am very much. I mean, based on the fact that I play The Sims, I feel like everyone can tell that I like time
Yeah.
sinks. Like, I was
Those
like
be the
building.
games that I watch.
Yeah,
Those
okay,
is the
that's
games
fair.
I pull up on YouTube. Assassin's Creed, all that I'm watching
That's
because
me
I'm
in the
never
horror
gonna finish it.
games. Like, I'm never gonna play. There's no way you're gonna have me shaking, scared, jumping out of my seat to on my controller. You ain't gonna have me doing that shit. Like, I think I watched my husband play what is it? Not Dead by Daylight. It was like it was a game where you got caught like stuck in an insane asylum or something. You had to get out. And when I say we was
Mm.
both watching that game and we was like, I said, yeah, this is some shit you play during the day only. There is no way. Like we both can't go to bed scared. That's a wrap. Like
Yeah, that's why you gotta
this some
watch
shit you you gotta watch SpongeBob
something
after
happy
this shit.
before
Like
you go to sleep. Yeah.
bruh,
So
you
like
know
back
what?
in college when we used to watch scary movies, after the scary movies, we would all watch like Family Guy, South Park, something along those lines before we all went to sleep.
You gotta cleanse that
As
shit.
as an apartment full of men,
And
niggas
you know
was
what?
like,
It's
"Hey,
so
throw on that Family Guy before we go to sleep."
no for real, and leave it on. Don't turn the shit off. Leave it on all night. That brightly colored shit. Leave it on. I I literally was actually just talking about the scary movies that we watch, and like we love Annabelle Comes Home. We love the Conjuring series. And I was like thinking, like, damn, what movie really scared the hell out of us? The Babadook. We have not returned. We are one-time watchers of the Babadook, bruh. Like,
What the
I
hell
don't
is the
know.
Babadook?
You've never seen the Babadook? Oh my god.
No.
Okay. Okay. So listen. The Babadook, it starts out as like you think it's gonna be a child possession movie. It's like how it's marketed and everything. The
Mm-hmm.
mom like is widowed when her husband is lost to like a car accident, and her son like she's still grieving. So we're like days after the accident, and like
Mm-hmm.
her son is just throws so many tantrums, like to the point where she's like embarrassed because every time she says no, he like flips out or whatever. She's
Mhm.
just like, bruh, like 5 minutes, like come on, all this screaming ain't necessary. So a book
Right.
shows up at their house called The Babadook, and she reads it, and like pretty much the story goes, the more that you say it's not real, the stronger it gets. And so she like is
Mm.
like going crazy. When I say that there's like this crazy jump scare where she like sees it crawling around her room, but the room is
Mhm.
dark, and then the things on her ceiling, and it jumps at her. Child, I was like, "Woo, this is some scary ass shit." I ain't see that shit in theaters. So you would have caught me on candid camera running out of that
Listen,
bitch. Ain't no way. like I like being scared, but I said, God damn, this is nightmare fuel for sure. And then
Insidious
like,
did me like that.
oh my god, that demon with the red nose right there. I was like, whoo. I was like, yep, go ahead, turn on SpongeBob. I don't know if we go get up out of this.
I was in there devastated.
That's us and Annabelle comes home. Annabelle comes home does scare the shit out of us. Like we like it, we watch it, and it's like funny to like we enjoy it, but it also is like, damn, this is scary as fuck. But I realized like the
Hmm.
Babadook, like we won't return. And I had brought it up to him too. I was like, we ain't never watched the Babadook again. He was like, and we're not going to. I'm not. Like I was like, you know what? Fair. You know exactly what the fuck type of time it's on. That's fair. I get
He said, "I'm. You can watch it.
it. No, for real.
Me,
That's the shit. You gotta watch that shit at 8 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday and had a
right."
whole day to watch cartoons and shit.
When I was a
Like,
kid, the movie that shook me to my core was fucking Jeepers Creepers.
oh my gosh, yeah, I can believe that. I
That
can believe that.
that shit shook me to my core. There was,
Especially
and
with
there's
all
only
the
two
open
things.
roads in
There's
Ohio.
only two
Like,
movies that had me shook like that. Actually, it wasn't even a movie. Tales of the Crypt and Jeepers Creepers. Only two movies that
different
had me
grip. Oh
devastated
my
as a child.
gosh. Oh my gosh. That's absolutely hilarious.
I ain't rock with Tales of the Crypt till I got a little older, but very young, early on, that nigga used to scare me. It was the, the body shaking
Yeah,
and
the
laughing.
laugh.
I used to be
Yes.
like,
That puppet, you're like, yeah, fuck that. You know
yeah,
what's
nah, get that
actually
shit out of
funny?
here.
I watch so many scary movies, but I have never finished Gremlins. I got all the way up to the part where he feeds him after midnight, and I don't know what it was. Like I was like 12, and I don't know what the anxiety was just building, and I was like, nope, I don't even give a fuck. Let me get up out of here. Like, and when I say like my aunt will not let me live that down. Like she's like, you love scary movies, but you still have you ever finished Gremlins? I was like, nope, and I fucking won't. Like, I'm not going back to that boring ass movie. I already know what they look like. They just tear up the town and shit. But like I just don't. I won't finish like Gremlins for some odd reason. Like I don't know what it
Man,
is. It's so funny. I've seen everything else. Like
but
everything
Gremlins
else.
is where you draw the line.
it's so funny. And every once in a while I'll be like, why don't I just like I'm like, oh Gremlins is on, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like it's not even about being scared at this point. I just don't care anymore. I know what they look like,
Right.
and I think they're just like, oh, this movie is so weird. Why are you stupid? It said don't film after midnight. It's like clearly midnight. Like you deserve anything that comes to you, bro. Like I did watch
Like I was,
Nosferatu over the weekend though. I
oh,
watched
how
that
was
new
that?
one. New
It
it's
was,
I didn't finish it yet. I'm finding it. Okay, I didn't finish it yet. I decided to watch the like extended cut, which is only 4 minutes longer than the original. I was like,
hmm.
does that count as an extended cut? Like, why you didn't just release this one? What is 4 minutes? Like, the reason why I couldn't really enjoy it is that it's got the same problem that The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It kind of did. I was watching it kind of like during the day, and it's just too dark. Like I can't really
Ah,
like enjoy it the way I want to. I It's actually a really interesting movie, and it's sort of, but it's kind of filmed in like grayish kind of because it's supposed to be, excuse me, a redo of a black and white movie. So I
Yeah,
didn't hate
yeah.
it. I haven't fully seen Count Orlok yet. There you go. My nose ring is moving. I haven't seen Count Orlok yet, like fully in the flesh. Outside of like when we see
Hmm.
him like naked because he opens his casket, it's like it's interesting. I was like,
I mean, I
I
never
don't
seen the original. I
the
listen.
original Nosferatu, yeah. Outside of SpongeBob, right?
That's exactly where I was going with it. Didn't know
Yeah,
who that guy was until he showed up in SpongeBob.
yeah, Nosferatu. Well, actually, so funny fact about the movie is that Nosferatu is based off of Bram Stoker's Dracula, but they didn't have the rights to it. That's why his name is Count Orlok, and that's why
Mm,
like he's like a whole different thing. And the Bram family, the Bram family, I mean, did find out about it, and they did actually like sue them and get the rights. But he's like one of the very first like vampires on film. It's really interesting, actually, and I did enjoy it. I just like it was just really dark, and I was like also kind of tired, so I was like, I don't want to fall asleep on this movie either. Like, I do want to finish. I got like 30 more
hmm.
minutes left of it. It was, but I decided to watch the extended cut because I thought, I mean, 4 minutes. I mean, you might as well get the extra four. I guess I don't know if anyone
Yeah, I
wants to
mean,
watch it, stream it on Peacock.
I felt that. I mean, it's only an extra 4 minutes. Why not?
That's what I was saying. Like, it's not the Schneider cut. Like,
Right.
so I mean,
Might
and
as well indulge.
once you sit through the Schneider cut, you can sit through anything. Like,
Yeah, that is
like
true.
honestly, I think honestly, which is actually funny too. Speaking of vampires, actually, I think I talked about this a little bit in like maybe our last episode. But there's like this one anime. It's kind of a boys' love, but it's not. And it's about a vampire that's like lusting after a boy's virginity. Let me tell you something.
Mm.
I'm a weirdo, but I ain't that fucking weird. Like I just like, and I know that that sounds really strange. Y'all have heard me say that I like some weird
That
stuff, guys.
that's a
Yeah,
wild one you got there, Japan. Wow.
and I'm very. I was so just like, let me see what the name of it was because I was just like, excuse me, like I thought that I thought it was gonna be like, what did I think? I thought it was gonna be one of those like, teenagers at like 17-year-old falls in love with a with a with like a vampire, and kind of like that kind of vibe, like Twilight bullshit. And it was
Yeah.
not. He like the boy has no doesn't even know, one, that he's a vampire, or two, that he's even interested in him. So like he's like trying to get him to, he likes a girl and he's trying to get him to embarrass himself so that he stays pure. Now what he's going to do with him outside of drink his blood, I fell off. Okay. I got one episode in and I was like, no,
I mean,
absolutely
I feel
not.
like
Like
I feel like you
that's where I draw
gotta
the
get out
line.
while you're ahead. Gotta get out
Yeah.
while you're ahead.
Yeah, that's where I draw the line. I tried, and I'm never one to impose my feelings on something for anybody else. Like, if that's what you like, I'm not judging you. If you like it, I love it. Like, it's just not for me, and I feel like that's a lot coming from me. Okay, like that's a lot coming from me. But I like was watching it and I said, I'm never this down bad, and I don't think I ever will be. Like, I
You
just
would not
like I was like,
have me out here,
I was like, a certain type of people watch this, and I'm not one of them.
and I ain't.
Like, I
And it ain't
also
me.
did. I should I forgot. Now that I'm on Netflix, I'm looking at it. Devil May Cry. I watched it. I binged it.
Mm,
I have a problem. It's only 8 episodes though, so
okay.
like, yeah. There's so much Limp Biscuit. Let me tell you something.
I mean,
Okay.
it's that sounds about right.
I forgot how much I like Limp Biscuit.
I mean, we did grow up during Limp Bizkit's, like, during their
Okay,
heyday. We
because
we did witness
yes,
the keep rolling, rolling, roll.
and that's
It
the
had
opening,
everyone
and
in the chokehold.
I was going
It
with it.
had
I was like,
everyone
you
in
know
the
what?
chokehold.
Okay, and then what was the other one? Oh my gosh. It wasn't Bodies. There's another song that plays during it, and like he's and I was like, Yep, yeah, this is for me. I will say, like Dante, he's hilarious, but also like the biggest dickhead of the century. Like they like break into his house, they shooting everything, and at some point he go, who are we shooting at? While he's also firing his guns. And they all like stop and look at him like, oh, what the fuck? Like, and
Nigga,
his
we shooting
friend who like
you.
get like dead ass, and his friend that sold him out, he like, so you over here on some bullshit? You not telling me that you sold me out to some other people? And he like, no, I did do that, but I mean, you like a son to me. I'd take a bullet for you, maybe not a bullet, a knife. I'd take one stick for you. Like I was like, you know what? He's honest. Like he's really fucking honest. But it's like if you guys are watching it and you like the games, it's like a prequel type vibe. So like he like is learning
Gotcha.
stuff about himself. This is never before seen information. So it's 8 episodes. I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. Um I watched it in 2 days because I have an addiction. One day we'll do an anime
Mm-hmm.
anonymous episode where we talk about the things we've done
She,
for anime.
she's an addict.
Yeah, I am actually. I have a real problem. I have a real problem. Like, and you
She
know how
does
I
try.
knew that I had a real problem? I was talking about anime at work, and I was like, "Yeah, this morning," and the person was like, "This morning, you watched some anime before you came to work," and I was like, "Okay, don't don't make it sound like that." Like, yes, I did, but like, I'm
You
up at
watch the
6:30.
news,
I don't
don't you?
have to.
That's why I had
Now,
to.
see, like, cause why are you making me feel like I'm some type of freako for real? Like, don't do that. Okay, everybody watches something. Okay, and I have to explain it so weird. I'm like, I have stoner friends, and my stoner friends are like getting out of bed, like rolling out of bed, and just going to work. It's crazy. Like, you gotta, be up a little bit, live a little bit before you like go in. And I'm like, you know what? Hell yeah! Like, you're right. Rolling
We
out of
do be
bed.
like that. Like, hey, who wants to roll out of bed straight to work? Not me.
Like, and like what is crazy because like my mom is like that. Like when I told my mom that I get up at like 6:30, like have a little bit of quiet time, eat breakfast, watch anime, pack my lunch, chill out. She was like, girl, what the fuck? Like, why are you up 2 hours before you need to leave? Be at your fucking job. Who does that? And I'm like, you're the adultier adult saying that to me. That's real crazy. Like, I was like, no, it's good for me. And she like, yeah, fuck that. Like once I wake up, I'm up
Yeah.
and going. I'm like, yeah, it's definitely added, like taken away from some of the stress of my day to day, like getting up, relaxing, letting everything settle. The problem is that now if I
Yeah.
can't like get my 30 minutes of anime, like in the morning, I'd be like, bro, why the
Mm.
fuck you talking to me? And people like, you couldn't watch your anime this morning, and I'm like, all right, chill out. I
Don't
thoroughly
worry,
hate that people
people use coffee, not having coffee as an excuse to be a shit human being. So
I feel I feel first of all, I knew it was an addiction when people, even my family was like, you get real mean when you can't watch your anime. And I'm like, I don't think I do. And they're like, you take it kind of personal. And you know what? Thinking back, after we talked about that incident with One Piece 1000th episode and how I just wanted to go home and watch it, you know what? I do have a problem. Because I won't let it go because I just wanted to watch the 1000th episode. Like, fuck that party. I wanted to go home and watch One Piece. And I don't
I
even think
mean,
I
but
was at like
I don't know. I get that way when I'm doing something I don't want to do. When I actually had something planned, I much rather be doing
rather
because it's
do.
like, why
Yeah.
am I here? Like, and
Right?
then you
Because I
dealing with
couldn't.
extra shit in a place where you don't want to be. Like,
That's what I was like. Because like the whole time that whole situation was happening, I was like, I could have been watching the 1,000th episode of fucking One Piece. Like, but I'm out here with these dickheads. I was really. I took that real personal.
like I think that would have, I mean, granted, I would have let it go eventually, but in the moment though, it's adding on to
Yeah,
the frustration because it's like I didn't even want to be here in
absolutely.
the first place.
Absolutely. Like, I feel like I know I have a problem. I'm not going to do anything about it. I feel like this is the healthiest addiction I can have. Like, that
Yeah,
isn't
it could be
drugs.
worse. It could be crack.
Like, that's what I'm
It could
saying.
be crack.
Like, it really could be. It could be crack, meth, fentanyl. It could be a lot of scary shit. Like,
Could
so
be
I
hitting the
feel like
booze.
I I mean, I could be you. There are so many different type of addicts, and if you are on your journey, to kick your addiction, I applaud you and all of that. By all means, please do not think that we are making fun of or laughing at anybody with these addictions, and we understand. We understand because we are not. You finding it? Are you finding it? Okay, okay.
I was
While
about to
he's
do
finding
something
it,
petty for the sake of being petty.
I
I had to
knew you
stop
were.
myself.
That's why I said, okay, we just brought visuals back. This is only episode 2.
I
You
know.
can't. They know what you look like now. You can't be out here.
What is wrong with me? Be antagonizing
Imagine
people for no
you run into the one addict that listens to the fucking show. Like, imagine that, and he just come up to you and want to kiss you on your mouth. Like, now you upset because now you
I got
gotta
him.
go to the hospital. Okay,
Now
because
I
you was
got a
making
now I
fun of
got a
people.
case.
Because God don't like ugly. Okay, so listen here. Before you end up going from labor to reward, okay. We literally just saw that in somebody's obit, and we were like, "What the fuck is that? Like labor to reward? I've never heard of that before." But okay,
Yeah.
but yeah, no. Regardless, it's a real problem, and I know it's a problem, and I'm about to be at like a big people age, and I don't see the addiction
A
stopping
big
anytime
people
soon.
age.
I am, and I don't see.
Listen, it's fine because your friend over here is addicted to reading smut. So
I
like,
love I
and I'm
love reading
talking.
smut.
She's knocking these
Our
things out at a
at a
astonishing rate,
scary pace. At a scary pace. You know what? I'm gonna tell
and
you.
she
I'm gonna
manages
tell
to
you
find more every time. And I'm like, bro, where?
because listen, Book Talk has brought back. First of all, there's being more Barnes and Nobles opened up. Okay, the smut girlies. First of all, we're your friends, not your foes. Find you a Book Talk girl, but if she's in a dark romance, if you don't like being tied up, stay away from that. You don't. Stay away. Okay. You thought she was pretty. Now y'all summoning demons and you bound and gagged, and now
Hmm.
there's a cucumber
Now
for
she
some
got
odd reason.
metal things clamped on your nipples.
I'm saying now, do I have a stack of smut demon romance behind me? Yes. Am I very
Hmm.
excited to finish that smut demon romance? Absolutely. Smut is good for the soul. Okay. It stops people from going feral.
Hmm.
The only thing that I don't like about it is that sometimes the descriptions are weird. Like when they're like, "It's so big, I had to put 2 hands around it," and you like, you got little hands, or he got like a Pringles can. Like what's something don't fit. No matter how you, no matter how you write it, that sounds dangerous for all parties involved. Like I'm not gonna hold you. Some stuff I've read, I'm like, this is very much giving sex sent me to the ER. What do you mean?
Oh no,
Like I have small
that is
hands, so when people say put 2 hands around it, I'm thinking of small hands. Now I'm showing y'all my hands in general. I'm thinking of small hands, but I know I have small hands. Whose hands? Okay, especially if it's 2 men. What do you mean? No, it's giving one man one jar. I don't like that. No, you're scaring the hoes. Like, Like sometimes I love reading a good smut, but I'll be reading it and I'll be like, "Ho, is you cool? Cause why are you okay? Why are you writing this?" Or or there is also one I did like. There are a couple. I started getting into dark romance. I like dark romance. However, I have my little lines. Okay, sometimes when they be going too far, and she be like, "You think you're gonna do this to me?" And he's like, "Yeah," and then she's like, "I actually like that." I'm like, something might be off with you. Therapy. Choose therapy. Like, but
Mm-hmm.
I do like a good stalker one though. I ain't gonna hold you. Lights Out had me. Okay, I like a good stalker
Mm-hmm.
one. By all means, break into my
Mm-hmm.
house. Yeah, not in real
I
life
mean,
though. If
that's not.
any of this shit happened in real life, you're getting a bat to the knee, guy, and a machete through your torso. There is no way that I would want any of the things that I read about to happen to me in real life. Big old disclaimer. Okay, if you think you about to show up in my house in a mask and you think we about to be fucking, you are sorely mistaken. Get somebody else to do it. If you think you're about to kidnap me and I'm going, where we're going? Oh my gosh, you're hot. No. I'm calling the police as we fucking speak. There's no way. Okay. My mom is
No,
tracking
don't
my
do it.
signal. Yeah,
Please
no.
don't do it.
We're not if you think I'm summoning a demon and then doing anything sexually with a demon, no. Hard pass. I feel like that's a straight pass to hell too. I'm not gonna hold you. Like I feel like
It should
there's
be. It should
nothing.
be.
I mean, I feel like there's
I'd
nothing
be
I
more
can.
shocked if it wasn't.
You know, you know. I feel like if I got up there and was like, "Yeah," I mean, am I in trouble though? I feel like, and he was like,
Like
"I think you know you are."
I don't think you can, pray your way out of that one.
My
Let's
question
see.
is though, is that if you do, like, do you get like a spot in hell? Like, do I come down there? I'm your little yeah. Like, like how does that? You know what I'm talking about? Like we go
I
together.
don't know. I don't want to be the one to speculate on how
I love how
that
the immediate upsetness of you were like, absolutely not. It was
I
I've
don't
never seen such a absolutely not like.
I don't know what the parameters with that would be,
You
but
know what? The next episode we should get Frenchie in here and we should have a whole
y'all got it.
conversation.
Sure, y'all can go for that. Me, I'll be doing other
I,
things.
I feel like that's a good question. Like, if I mean, do we go together like real bad? Like how, like you know what I'm saying? Like what type of vibe? what's what's the vibes?
Real bad, huh?
I'm just saying, like, am I your little yeah? Like, are we like, you know what I'm saying?
Trying to
We
find
down
out if
there,
she's gonna be the demonic diddler's main squeezes.
not the demonic diddler. I'm just
I
saying, are we going down there poking people with pitchforks together, or like? I mean,
don't know
inquiring
what that
minds
gets
want to
you.
know.
I mean, I don't know. It probably depends on the rank of said demonic figure. If he
That's
a
what I'm
low
saying.
level
Like,
guy, he probably is probably no benefits to it.
but like maybe he has a house and some property and a picket black fence. You know what I'm saying? Little hellhounds. You know what I'm talking about?
Sure.
Or like, is it a sister wife situation? Like, is it multiples of us, or like, am I your favorite?
I don't know.
You
Maybe
know?
you just yeah. I mean, I don't know. I would imagine it's probably nothing too fancy, given where it's coming
See,
from. But
that's why I won't
you
let my
never
family
know.
see this podcast. This is exactly why that whole moment right there. I'm very sure that would live rent free in my relatives' heads. this this moment right here. I'm trying to imagine a phone call where I pick up like, "Hello, you want to know if you the demon's little yeah, okay." Whoa. Listen to the last
Embarrassed,
episode, huh?
embarrassing the family.
It's fine. It's totally fine. It's fine. It builds character. Embarrassment, disappointment, it builds character. Okay, I'm not gonna ask
For
any
sure,
demons
for
any
sure.
questions. I'm just gonna have to, maybe get up there with the big guy and be like, "Hey, what would have happened
Hmm.
if, what that look like?" Like, I feel like he won't let me in though. I might have to sneak in behind some people. I'm short enough. That being said, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode of Anime Things, where we stayed on anime for most of the time. Okay,
Yeah,
we're getting better.
things got little iffy at the end there, but we made it through.
A little thingish. It got a little thingish at the end, and that's okay. We like a little thing, okay, every once in a while. All right, all right.
Pause.
I might text. I might text. I might text French at the end of this and be like, "What you think about this question?" Like, I'm a, inquiring minds want to know. Me, I'm inquiring minds,
Yeah, I
but
mean, I'm pretty sure y'all would can spitball that back and forth.
I feel like I feel like it's a good question. Okay, I feel like it's a good question. Now, maybe asking our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ is not the person. However, that being said,
I mean, could ruin some
I mean,
Catholic person's day. Father, what is and then
you know,
you got the privacy screen too, so they wouldn't even know.
he would be like, "Are you confessing to something or not? Because if not, can you get out?" Like
Hey,
this
they
is
need to get the fuck out.
like I think I would be the person to successfully be kicked out of a church without actually doing anything inappropriate. Like
Oh yeah,
actually, like
you're gonna escort you off the premises for sure.
absolutely. I feel like
For
I would be
sure.
removed immediately. Like if I
I
don't burst
wouldn't
into
blame them
flames
neither.
from you said what?
Huh?
You said you wouldn't blame them.
Hey, she
Yeah,
gotta go.
I heard
So you gonna hear out the back? Hey, she gotta go. Get her out of here.
it would actually be it would actually be like that episode of Family Guy where Quagmire said that off the wall shit. He said, "Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down." Like it would be kind of those kind of vibes. Like, Father, if I fuck the demon, absolutely not. It raise up, get on up.
We got to get you up
Don't
out of
they?
here, thermal.
And three Hail Marys. Get up out of here. Thank you. Thank you. Don't even tell me your name. Thank you. Jesus be with you. Regardless, if anyone knows the answer to the question, please feel free to answer. I mean, y'all don't talk to us no way, but yeah. Hopefully this recorded better. I guess we'll see you on Thursday when it come out. If
Hmm.
we look like little thumbprints with nice backgrounds or something. That being said, though, I mean, thanks for tuning in. I don't know. I've watched more anime within the time we come back. We'll see y'all in May. It's April now. Oh, well, we got one more thing in April, I think. Yeah, one more thing
Something
in
like that.
April. Yeah, I feel like we'll see y'all when we see y'all. We just do whatever we want.
Y'all
We
don't care.
supervisors. Y'all really don't.
Hmm.
Y'all really don't. So we supervisors. We do what we want. That being said, though, yeah, well, bye, y'all.